Good morning, Leeds United fans, and welcome back to my channel, Take Two Footy. So I haven't done one of these videos in a long time. So I set up my YouTube channel last year, and this year I've been posting loads of videos, traveling all over the place, watching games Leeds United, and also trying to visit 52 different football grounds all over the UK and into Europe. However, today's video is all about the transfer window. So at the moment, not too much has been going on at Leeds in terms of incomings, but there has been a lot of chat over players coming back from loan, players going out on loan, and yeah, there's been the massive sale of Archie Gray. So what I thought I would do is a little catch up. We are early July and there's a long way to go in the transfer window, but I thought I would get us up to speed with where we're at, and hopefully I can update this as the transfer window progresses. There are lots of rumours, there's lots of whispers, there always is. You know what it's like in the transfer window. However, I like to deal in facts, so I just want to talk about things that we definitely know has happened or is happening. So stuff that's come from the club or from actual reliable sources. So we're going to get into it with the first player that signed for Leeds this transfer window, and it was Joe Rodon. So he was coming back to Leeds United after a really successful loan spell last year from Spurs. Rodon was one of our best players. For me, him and Ampadu were the best players of the season. I know Somerville got the award. However, I think Rodon was brilliant. And as a centre-back, he's exactly what we need if we're to get out of the Championship. The fee we paid for him was 10 million, which I think is fair. So yeah, Rodon has come in. Our second signing was not a glamorous signing. It's Alex Cairns. He's coming in as our third choice goalkeeper. We've got him for a nominal fee, it's being called. So I think probably a couple of $100,000. The reason we signed him, though, is a very smart move on Leeds United's part, because yes, he's a homegrown player and you have to have a quota of them in order to meet EFL regulations, but there's also EFL regulations on club developed players. You need to have club developed players in your squad, and he counts as one of them because he was in our academy, and he's obviously moved on since, but he's come back and he will count as one of our club developed home players, along with Sam Byram. There are two now, because obviously we've sold a couple of players that would have been them. We'll get into that in a little while. So we then have players coming back from loan. So coming back from loan, obviously we know what happened last summer with all the loan clauses and the whole Victor Orta situation. It was a mess. Coming back from loan, we have Brendan Aronson. I think he's the one we've heard the most about because he is to be reintegrated into the squad. And under Farker, I think he could do an all right job. I didn't rate him in the Premier League. The rolling around, it's not for me, but there is a player in there. We spent a lot of money on him, so we're not going to be able to sell him. So bringing him back into the squad and in a role that we probably need filling, I think that could turn out to be a good move. We've got two other players that are coming back from loan that are potentially staying at Leeds as well. The first one is Voba, who had a season-long loan last year at Mönchengladbach. We are hoping that he comes back into the squad because we will need centre-back cover. Again, we'll get into why in a second. And then we've got Rasmus Christensen, who I think we can all agree isn't a great player, but at this level, could he do a job at right-back? We do need cover at right-back. So yeah, maybe he comes back from Roma, but does he go out again? I'm not sure. And there is another one, Llorente, who is heavily linked to going to Betis and other clubs for around 3 million, but it's not actually happened yet. But he's definitely not coming back to Leeds. I think we can all agree on that. Anyway, there are a few players that are going out on loan. So Sam Greenwood is going to Preston on a season-long loan deal. I think that's a good move because at the moment Sam Greenwood's market value is only around $1 million, and a good year at Preston playing some good football, that could rise to maybe 4 or 5 million. Maybe I'm pushing it there, and then it would be worth selling him on, or he could just improve and then be reintegrated into the Leeds squad. Who knows? Darko JB has gone back to Plymouth, and then we've got Sonny Perkins who's gone out to Leyton Orient. So they're all done. Then we're going to talk about the players whose loan ended this year. So we start with Robin Koch. His loan ended at Frankfurt. He has gone back to Frankfurt on a free transfer, done. Sinisterra, he obviously didn't come back. He was at Bournemouth and then they signed him for 20 million. And then we've got Mark Rocker, who I think we all knew was never coming back, 3 million off to Betis. And then we have players at the end of their contract. So we've got Liam Cooper, where there's a question mark over Cooper. Apparently there's 3 clubs interested in Cooper. We don't know who they are though. So Cooper potentially, will he get a new contract? Will he move on? We don't know. Jamie Shackleton, he has moved on a free end of contract to Sheffield United. I think that's a good move for Shacks. It just didn't work at Leeds. Then we have Luke Ayling. So Luke Ayling, his contract ended. He's gone to Middlesbrough. And then we have 2 players who have left the club but have no future clubs at the moment, Drame and Pervader. And Drame, we may get some compensation there, so we'll see what happens with that. Then we'll move on to players sold. And we'll start with Archie Gray. I was devastated when I heard that Archie Gray would be moving on. I thought it's got to be fake news. The whole Brentford thing happened first, and I was thinking, nah, surely not to Brentford. Then Spurs come in for him, and 40 million. I think it's a good bit of business by the club, if I'm honest. I do. If he wasn't a Gray and he wasn't from Leeds, he wasn't a Leeds boy, I think we'd be snapping their hands off. So 40 million for an unproven player at that level. He's got a high ceiling, but we've got to take the money, really. Then yesterday, I think it was, Charlie Cresswell signed for Toulouse, another young Leeds lad that we thought could be a potential future captain only a couple of years ago, but it's clear he wasn't in Farke's plans, and there was some attitude issues last season as well. So he's gone to play first team football at Toulouse for around 3.8 million. And then the last one is Klaassen, the goalkeeper Klaassen. He went to Rakov, something like that in Poland, and we don't know how much for. Don't think it would have been very much. And obviously, Klaassen leaving is why Alex Cairns has come in as our third choice goalkeeper. So hopefully that tells you where we are at currently in terms of the transfer window and the market. When things happen, I'm going to try and do more of these longer form videos where we can chat a little bit more about it and keep you guys in the loop, because it is difficult to keep a track of. But thank you for watching. If you made it this far, drop me an MOT in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe and share it. Appreciate the support.